Zoom on the recording. Okay, here we go. We're going to get into our flow. It's Friday flow with our splash of athleticism, right? From Wednesdays. We are taking that, what we learned, what we've upgraded, and bringing it, and then adding in the juice of flowing, right? We're going to flow a bunch of moves together today. So what I would love for you to do, I'm just wondering if yeah, this will work. I invite you just to come to a door, a pillar, or something. You may have to get off screen for this, and I'm just going to change my camera angle here. Oh gosh, we're maybe not going to. Ooh, sorry if I'm making you dizzy here. Some cords are making this hard. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, and you can just get your door and hang on to the handles, okay? And we're just going to come on in and just get into whatever it is, the bottom of our squat. And like, if that's just too much for you, get a heavier kettlebell. That as well with this lighter one, but just come on in and use it as an anchor so that you have something that is helping you be in the squat. So you're not holding on and trying to make it happen. And I'll just do that here actually. Now I've changed all the camera angles. I'm going to have to play with that. So our goal here is just, again, like we always do, just bringing in some awareness to our body. Okay, so coming on in, I do want there to be some kind of anchor that's helping you support so we're not moving right into the bottom of a squat with work. Okay, our goal here is to get curious. And if that means that you're coming up and down and just using that, you'll just notice I'm coming side to side. We're moving into that toe joint. Okay, so into the ball of the foot. I'm gonna roll down, really feel that foot get a stretch, move over to the other side. Roll into that foot. We're gonna get 3 of those on each side. Okay, and that's where it's really helpful just to have some support in a counterbalance. Okay, not to be doing work, but just to help you feel like you can find that flow. So I'm finding flow in my feet. 1 more on each side. Noticing what that feels like up the chain. Okay, and maybe even as we go to the next ones, we're going to just stay to one side and move in and just feel into the ankle. And just bringing awareness into the ankle. Playing with different edges of your feet. Maybe thinking about lengthening your foot. Okay, so that it feels like you're making it longer, and notice what happens in. I'll switch to the other side, and that ankle as you try and think my heel's going in one direction, my toe to the other. Trying to get all edges of it on the floor. And if it's not to judge it, but just focus. It just feels like a lot. This can be done with this leg down as well. Okay. We're just looking to get into those ankles, giving them feet and ankles. Your knees are feeling it too much. Okay. You can be in that half kneel as well. Just finding whatever way that feels like. Hi, Renee. Hello. We're going to go ahead and still maybe stand up if you need to. Just feel into your feet and your ankles here. We're going to notice how we can use that extra room. And we're going to get a nice light kettlebell and go to our halos into a squat with a bicep curl. If you remember those from last week. Okay, and we're just going to get 3 of them to each side. Trying to find the right angle now that I messed with it. So, as always, step over your bell. We're going to pick it up upside down, okay, by the horns here. We're going to go ahead, bring that around as deep as you can here while your rib cage stays stacked. We'll go opposite direction. And then find the bottom of our squat and do a nice little bicep curl. Notice I have my elbows into my hips. I might just give an extra little inner thigh squeeze to my elbows and pop out. And we're going to do that again. So 3 of these. Oh my gosh. The one thing about the halos with these headphones is they beep at me and I'm not sure what it means. Come on down. I'm not sure if you guys hear it, but it's just me. Down into the bottom of that squat, feeling open in the hips here. Popping out. One more time, noticing flow through our shoulders while we keep us stacked. Rib cage, pelvis. Awesome. Popping that out. You might just want to put that bell down for a minute, shake it out. We are going to go back into the halo and we're going to do some kickstand. Okay. So we're going to come back up. We're going to find the back of our elbow or our halo. You're going to hold it back there. Elbows are going to come in together and up. Take a couple breaths here and just note that this length can help you really feel that exhale of your rib cage. And armpits coming forward, elbows out. Careful if you can look yourself in the camera or a mirror. Do my elbows look like this, or do I bring them in and up and then invite length from my elbows down to my rib cages, like they're suspenders, and moving it down to my hip bones? Okay. From here, you're going to kickstand. Okay, so just a subtle little kickstand. It's on the tip of my toe. I did not lean back here. Okay, from here, put that weight a little bit forward into the ball of the foot. Drag the heel back. Make that foot long like we just did. We're going for 5 kickstand deadlifts here. Feeling the orientation of that length through the torso, the spine. We're going to inhale here, keep that rib cage pull the stack. Lots of core work here, and exhale. Push away the floor. Let's come forward. 2 more here. Notice if your toes are crunched, can you spread them out? We're going to go ahead and just move ourselves out. Your hair will not be cute anymore. Okay, I want you to set it down and just feel the openness. Okay, feel into this. I kind of jumped in a little bit, so hopefully this is just becoming who you are, that you are orientating yourself into the here and now. And if you are feeling unsettled, unbalanced, this would be, go to that tool of your 5 senses, right? Can you look around the room? Right. It's good to do between sets too, just to orientate yourself back in. What do you hear? What do you smell? What do you feel like in the ground? And then even that taste. What does this taste like to be on the other side of hard work? Okay, so let's go ahead and bring it up. Find that halo again. Enjoy the length and the breath before you move to the next. Okay, so you're going to kickstand with the other side. It's a kickstand. Remember, no lean backs. Just almost like this on the tip of my toe. I want to think about how this foot feels in the ground. Okay, so a little lean slightly forward and then drag and make that foot long like we did in our bottom of our squats. Okay, so push that bum back. Inhale. Exhale. Feeling that beautiful length. Maybe this time feels different. It just feels a little bit more settled, right? You don't have to work as hard to keep that stack, to keep those elbows up. I want you to look for that. Look for where this feels more flowy, more like who you are, as opposed to what you're doing. Just feel the length. You feel the ground up, and then notice my hips are going to push back, and then I'm going to push away the floor and they close. And then we're going to just put our feet together, come out of that halo. I really pulled my hair this time. And note how you feel. Take a moment and be in space. Again, just look around your room. Notice any smells. Woo. Notice your feet in the ground. Maybe even just start some of that skin stimulation where you're feeling you need a little bit of love, kind of invigorating the cells that's going to be ready for our work ahead. Okay. Taking an inhale, notice smell and a nice lick of the lips. We're going to come down to the floor. We're going to combine the moves that we've been doing in our warm-up. We are going to do a glute bridge march with a kettlebell. So you don't need to go too heavy here. You're going to be overhead for a bit in that posture. Okay. Then we're going to arm bar. Please watch first. Okay. So I'm just going to have this on the side. We talk a lot about that cuddle. We always want that safety. Come on in. You're going to find that stack. Notice my wrist is up. Shoulder blade is into the ground. I feel solid here. I'm going to take the same long feet. I'm going to push my feet. okay? And then push and get those hamstring glutes on. This arm can stay here, and then we're gonna march for 3 on each side. Okay, so I'm gonna do the whole thing here, just so you have a visual. So 6 of those. You're then gonna come on down. This leg's gonna go out, sorry, not to the side, here, and then we're gonna come on in control. I'm just gonna make sure my kettlebell's in my way. All right, and then I'm gonna come in here for 3. Inhale, exhale. Please take into account keeping that rib cage, pelvis stacked. Okay, I'm just gonna do the 2. Really important that you take control here. You're gonna keep that up. You're gonna go for 3 times here. So back up, and you're gonna glute bridge march. So 6, 3 on each side, and then go ahead and go back, and you're doing that for 3 on this side. When you're done, please remember, bring it to your shoulder, cuddle it out. Okay, I'm gonna do this with you. This side's a little tired doing that, so I'm gonna just roll over. So remember, find your cover. Find your long spine with a good long breath, and your feet are long. Everything we've been priming and prepping. Press out, and maybe even note that you don't have to think about it as much. It's just naturally happening with all this practice you're doing. This arm into the floor. Bring yourself into that glute bridge. And really feeling connected to the floor here for 6. Okay, so 4, 5, 6. Bring yourself down. Lengthen. Feel that stretch. Maybe move this foot out a bit. Push. And then come on into that arm bar. Okay? You're going to inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then you're going to come over, back, and do it again. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down we go. Opposite long. Bring that leg out, but to the side. Push. Find control. Lose my headphones here. That head on the window or on the cushion of your arm. Keeping that core on. Rib cage, pelvis stacked. Inhale into that rib cage. Feel that stretch. Driving that elbow down. Wrist is strong. Knuckles to the sky. Oh, feeling that openness. That strength and openness. That flow. We're going to go ahead and do that one more time here. So that bridge first. Make sure you're stable. And add the marches. If it feels better just to hold, please do. Maybe just shift your weight. Okay, you don't need to actually lift, but just feel. Can I keep that pelvis pretty steady while I'm doing that? Moving over one last time. Arm stays up the whole time. Now remember, when you take this off or unload yourself, you're going to come here, bring it to your shoulder. Do not bring it across your body. It's going to be nice and close to the floor. Okay, we're going to go over to the other side. Bringing this in, up. Taking this that you're not rushing through it, okay? Find your glute bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lengthen and start to make it feel like a little dance with yourself. Forgot to move that kettlebell. Finding your flow in this. There's strength in it, there's mobility in it, and athleticism, right? Get in. Find yourself from position to position where it just feels natural for you. Making it feel graceful, like you're in a little dance routine within your body. Feel the flow in your body. Feel yourselves just loving the dance within you. Really enjoy what this is bringing in your body. Honoring if something doesn't feel good, it shows up. Be with it. You need a little wee break, right? Are you just holding the glute bridge? Are you taking the glute bridge out? just moving your feet. What do you need? Get curious and noticing. So Erica, whenever you're bringing that off, you need to bring it to the side that you have the bell on. So you don't want to come and roll it across like this. See how this bell moved across? I'm going to the side that I'm on, and that will protect shoulder space.
You weren't supposed to see that. I was being lazy. You caught me.
I do get accused of having those eyes. Okay. Once you've done that on each side, 3 on each side, then we're going to move on. Okay, we're going to come into our kettlebell snatches. We've been working on these on Friday. And to me, I love kettlebell snatches because they are the epitome of flow and athleticism, power and grace. So let's go ahead and just take a couple vertical jumps first, okay? And then we'll right away take those vertical jumps. We've been warming up that overhead position. So we'll come on in vertical jump first, okay? So we're just gonna go for 3. I'm gonna go out of the camera probably, but that's okay. You guys will get the idea. So coming in here, you don't have to have your arms overhead, okay? You're just gonna make sure that you come here and arms will go overhead and then land. So I want you to have those hips open and soft close, just like we've been doing that flow, that energy that we just did in that little complex. So just 3 vertical jumps. Good. Nice. And so Chris, can you feel just when you're landing, there's a little bit of like the floor hits you? I invite you to do a couple more where you're aware. Yeah, that you inhale, make cushion, make airbags in your joints, inside your rib cage, inside your pelvis. And then you're going to exhale, take off, and use all that air for nitrogen. Okay? We're going to get our bell. Again, one that you feel comfortable snatching, because we're going to take those vertical jumps and just do some Viking presses. Okay, so that just means we're going to do 3 push presses right in a row. We're going to absorb it, take off, absorb it, and take off. Okay, so from here, clean that up, find your front rack position, find the posture, and then you're going to do your quick dip, and then absorb and back up, absorb and back up, and then bring it down. Just 3. Yes. Good. Shake that out. Take a moment for the brain to upload that. Yeah, that felt good. I like how I popped into that right away. I felt that transfer of energy, right? There was weightlessness and I controlled it. Let's notice that again here. Clean. And pop it up. Absorb, absorb. Right? You have your whole body on 3 of these. Pull it down. Clean it back down. And show you what that feels like. Awesome. Awesome. Good. We're going to do this I find that we're going to do it from the ground. Okay. And I'm just going to have you clean first. Okay. And then press. So we're going to take it to a clean and press. So we're going to have that here right away. I want you to notice that weightless vertical jump that we did. Okay. So vertical jump. And then up. Hold it up here. From here, I'm going to try and get my hand in there. We are going to keep that rib cage that we've been practicing, long feet, right? A little bit slightly leaning forward. Watch this bell come a little bit forward and back. Just take a moment. A little bit forward and back, but the rib cage stayed here. Forward and back. Where do you feel that in your body? Okay. Just 5 of these, and then we're going to put this down. Absorb it. Absorb it. Take a break. I want to chat. Nice. Where do we feel that?
Can I just ask about form? I'm just like looking here. I'm kind of looking at my elbow and I'm like straight, but then I'm noticing I'm doing a little bit of that.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
Here.
Yeah.
Lock
so
in.
Coming forward, think about your lat pulling you forward with a straight arm. So just so I can see your ear. So stay there. Let me see your ear.
This
yes. Way? Yep. And then go back to cover your ear. Chris, do you want to do this as well to the side so I can see it? So check in on your core. You were good, Erica. I liked where you were. Yeah. Yeah.
Feeling some
Can you-
slack in there.
Pardon me?
I felt like I had a little bit of slack, and when I looked in the mirror,
Yes.
it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I am lacking.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
So that's really good for you to feel. I love that. So what I want you to, did you guys notice that when you are here and you're doing this, that where that's coming from?
My right side, yes, but my left side is the one
Okay.
asleep.
Okay.
But we're getting there.
Perfect. So now the cool part is when we use somatic part here, what we know is if we use one channel, our mind, because we know what it feels like on this side, we can use that imagination that it is happening on this side, and we know neurons are going to fire that way. Okay. So just be mindful of that, like, oh, the energy behind, oh, it's asleep, or, oh, here you are. This is what we're gonna do. Does that make sense? It's subtle, but it's real.
Like as if the same way you send your breath to relax it, I'm also sending it like it's a kindness of like,
yeah,
up, you know, we're
exactly.
coming to you. Okay, it's coming along.
Perfect. I love it. Okay, so Chris, you felt that too? Okay, so here's the thing. You're gonna have that little bit, right? Arm's gonna be here, and you're gonna feel this little boom from here, and then it's a flick. Okay, and then you're gonna let gravity take you. You're gonna continue to let this muscle be on. This is super slow. This is done super fast, right? And then that's where our absorbing of weight happens, our cushions, our airbags, our inhale. And then it's gonna be so easy to know that I'm going right back up where I went, right? Because the brain wants to go to that path again. So that's the flick that we're gonna do, okay? You're gonna clean it, you're gonna press it up, we're gonna flick it down and go right back up. Hold it for a second. Feel that forward, flick up, and we're doing that for 3. Does that make sense? You'll follow me. Just don't go ahead of me, okay? Stay with me. There we go. So, come on over the bell, stepping. Wait for everyone to be set up. My arm is going to be out of the camera again, so I'm going to move it. Okay, so from here, find your inhale down here. Exhale, clean it up. We're in that front rack. Inhale, exhale, hold up here. From the side, rib cage stays down, move it a little bit forward, and then from here, flick it, and then right back up. Good, pause. Forward, flick, jump. Forward, flick, jump. Bring it down to your shoulder and back down. Awesome. Feel the feels of that. Feel what that feels like. We're going to go ahead and move it over to the other side, but I need you to stay with what that felt like. Not in your mind, but notice if there's any kind of energy in your body. Like I feel warmth back here. I feel like this part of me went, oh, okay, let me kind of digest that for a minute. We're gonna go ahead, use what we feel here, cross it over to here. Invite this sensation, not the thoughts, but this sensation to the other side of the body. Got it? We good? Let's go ahead. I'm like in a corner here, I feel like, but that's good because we don't need a lot. Can be that weight really close to you. Find that core. Next inhale, come on down, pushing it out, and exhale to your shoulder. Clean it up. Okay, inhale, exhale. We're going to bring that slightly forward, flick it, and jump back up. Slightly forward, flick it, jump back up. Slightly forward, flick it, jump back up. Absorb that weight. Put her down, nice and pretty. Take a moment and feel new sensations. New sensations of what that feels like. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I'm seeing what you guys are touching. You're naturally using that external sense of touch, right? And then use the inner landscape of feeling what that feels like. Let them both be there. external, internal. Oh, wow. Okay. That's going to naturally keep that bell closer. Okay. So what we're going to do is in every minute on the minute, and you're going to get 6 of these snatches. Okay. And then you're going to rest. And we're going to do it for 3 minutes before we move on. Okay. So 6 snatches on one side, snicks on the other. Okay. And then rest. Got it? Renee, you come chat with me so that mommy doesn't hit you with a kettlebell. Whenever we are ready, I'm going to go ahead and get this clock all set up and ready for you. All right. I like it. I like the visual and the postures that you're doing there. So I'm sure on the recording you can't see it, but we have people like patterning it. Maybe you are at home too. I feel like I just called you out. That is so normal that you are in your flow. That's awesome. Okay, let's go ahead. Get up over that bell and we are going to just clean it up for the first one. Okay, so clean, press, and then 6 snatches. 3, 2, 1, go. So clean it up, press it up like we were, and then 6 of those flowing. Yes. You're going to use the exhale through that whole thing. You're going to inhale, find cushions, and then up. Use the cushions. Yes. And use those lats. Yes. Just feel this flow. Feel flow. Good. Notice if you're flicking, you got to make sure you stay in because there'll be a part of you that goes, I remember this. This is how we do it. Right away, go to the other side. Nice. Again, just flow it. Try not to over dictate it because it's just going to tense everything up, Erica. So you're in your head of like, let's do it. Just let it be felt. You got to feel it rather than being told what to do. That's what flow is about. Good. And we have 3 rounds. So the first round might not feel the same, right? So Chris, make sure you take a good 30-second break. We're going to just be on our own every minute on the minute. So if you found that you're done now and you're watching the recording, just take a 30-second break before you try again. Okay? Good. Nice. Just feel your flow. Good, Erica. That's it. All right. Good. So from the time I talk, this is 30 seconds now. So you could go again. Good. Awesome. Again, you can send your recording if you are watching this as a recording, please send it. I want to see. So Chris, just on the way down, flick it because it's getting far away from you. Okay, can you lean into getting that kettlebell? Feel like it's going to come right by your feet. There you go. Feel that power. Now that's what you're looking for, is that feel of power. Wonder if I could unpin myself and unmute. Just want to see everyone. Good, good, good. Keeping it a bit closer there, Kate, Chris, sorry. And Erica, let's see it. Relax a little bit there. That was great. That was good. Feel that. That's the power that we want to feel. Go for that feeling. For that athletics, right? It's still there, but it's so flowy. Power and grace. Power and grace. You've got this. I apologize if you're watching the recording. I am trying to get that they're on here so you can be witnessing the changes that they're making and maybe make it sense for yourself. But I don't think it's working that way, but. Beautiful. Yes, I see it. I'm really invite you to feel it. Yeah. And we have like moving of the rib cage. I love this. Yes. Notice what your body's doing on the other side of these. Take a moment to upload it, upgrade it. We have one more round of this, 3 rounds. Okay. So just, yeah, I love it. This is like just the natural thing that's happening. I just want to show in case we're just noticing that there is movement in this part of our body. Love that. But that then also meaning that there's movement, but we're keeping that rib cage stacked. And we're allowing more air back here. Okay, so then shoulder blades are gliding. That's what's happening. Take that and then leave it at the side when you go to your movement, okay? So we don't want to bring that. Good. Think about jumping up a little bit more, Chris. It's a little more forward. Can you feel the rib cage kind of popping? So give me 2 more where you really focus on the rib cage staying down. That was it. That was it. 1 more just like that. Yep, just like that. You got this, Erica. Get trust in there. Trust is those airbags. Good. I love that flip out. Good. Flicking it up, flicking it down, flicking it up, flicking it down. It's a little dance party with you. Excellent. Great work. Once you've done 3, just take a nice little rest and you're going to find a kettlebell that you're going to do another complex with. Okay. Where are we at for time? Okay, good. Good, good, good. Ooh, I like it. You're in your flow when you do a hand-to-hand switch, Erica. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Nice. I like these. You guys are doing so great. Amazing. So good. Okay, finish off those last little ones, and then we're moving on into our complex. Good, 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 good. Okay. Here's what we're doing. Okay, you could get a little heavier if you have the option for the kettlebell, okay? We heavier than you think. Okay, I'm gonna invite 3 reps of everything on each side, so there'll be 6, and I want them to go right after each other. Okay, so we want to not take any kind of stalling breaks, because what is our work today? Flow, right? We're really looking to flow into our strength. We're trusting our strength. It's like into our trust, okay? So coming in here, what you're gonna do is go for a single arm deadlift for 3. Okay, I'm just gonna do 2. I don't wanna waste your time. From here, 3 cleans. From here, 3 squats. Okay, I'm just gonna do 1. 3 push presses. Okay, and then back into this hang position and 3 rows. Grab your bell, we'll do it with you. Okay, we'll do it together. We don't want to rush through this. We're finding our flow and our strength. I invite you to get a weight that gives you feedback. Okay, that you do not feel like you could do more. All right, so let's get us over top of our bells. Take an inhale and an exhale. Notice if you always start like this. Start where you are in charge. Inhale down. Here we go. Exhale up. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, next one's a clean. Keep that elbow nice and close, up. Bring it back down, elbow down, or close on the way down too, right? Okay. 3rd one up here, squat. Those hips out. 2, 3. From here, find your core and bring it here. How close can you get it? Notice you can't really see the bell there. Bring it to my hip. Shoulder away from the ear. Good. You're then gonna stand up, reset, move it over to the other side. And we're doing it on this side. So actually I like my bell to be faced this way. 3 deadlifts. 1, 2, 3. 3 cleans. Chest is up. Elbow drives back. Notice that bell path, nice and close. 3rd one up, 3 squats. Pop out, your breath. 3 push presses. Pull it down, find that drop. 1, 2, 3. Now we rest. Good. Nice. I'm going to time our rest. 1 minute. Good work. How's that feel? Good? All right. We're going to do this 3 times. Good work in there today. Give your body what it needs in this rest. Okay. Our goal in this rest is not to get ourselves busy and passing the time till it's time to work again. But like literally, what does my body need And it might do interesting things when you're observing it from the lens of letting the body tell you, as opposed to what you think you should do to prepare yourself for the next one. So an example here is that I feel a lot of like tension in my calves, okay? So I feel like they're really quite fiery and angry, so I'm just trying to like invite them to relax, okay? So if I'm really thinking about it, just rubbing them feels like it, okay? You might have something else, just invite that it's not actually a stretch that I need. That's 1 minute. Let's go ahead and get back into this. Okay, so get to the side that you're working on. Horns are at the ankles. Take that inhale, exhale always before you go, just to load that up. Then inhale, exhale, right down and exhale up. Push away the floor. 3 of those into 3 cleans. Control it back down. Absorbing it, feeling your flow. It's like a celebration of what you've been practicing, okay? Being in an athletic flow. 3 squats, 3 push press. Absorb it. Find yourself here. 3 rows. You're gonna move that over to the other side, okay? Take a good inhale, exhale, reset. And then 3, 1, 2, 3. Into the cleans. Make them feel flowy. Make them feel athletic. All at once, power and grace. Use your breath. Use what you've learned about yourself. Celebrate the trust. Feel empowered. Good work. In control. Focused. In your body. Aware. Feeling your strength from deep within you. Once you've done 3 rows, you just take a break. I love it. You guys look so good. Beautiful. That elbow could be down a bit, Erica, in your front rack rather than up like this. Yep. That'll get your elbow closer to your feet where the energy are coming from the ground, right? We want that path of least resistance. I like it. You feel like you've grabbed a weight that's really challenging you. That's beautiful. And so I have like my weight there. I invite you, we have 1 more round, and even if you watch this recording or next week, when we come back to this, I invite you to load it and not be as quick as I am, right? Because I just have my 25, not just, but that would train it a different way, right? That's training me in a more of a, but if I have the load, I need to slow down, and I want you to have that. 1 more round. What does this mean? 30.
35 is my weight right now.
Oh, 35. Yes, girl. I love this. Amazing. We're celebrating that. And that's for 15 reps, right? Like on each side, 30 reps, 35 pounds. I have a calculator to get that math out for you, but let's give ourselves about 30 seconds more. 35 times 30. 1,050 pounds lift. Right? Yeah, get those muscles out, get those guns out. I love that. I think we just need to remember that, right? It feels like, oh, I'm doing 3 reps here, 3 reps here, 3 reps here, but like you flowed through that. You were athletic through that. That's beautiful. Okay, 10 seconds. I'm going to stay here and just witness your awesomeness. If I give you feedback, you just keep moving. You can move and change that on the fly. All right, when you're ready, go ahead. 3 deadlifts to start. Good. Just notice that shoulder staying away from the ear, Chris, as you lift. Yeah. Good. That will help when you come to the clean to keep the shoulder and think it's more about your feet than a pull. It's a push away the floor. It's a jump. Yeah. Good. Squats are next. Good. Nice. Good, I like that elbow, Erica, yeah. Really feeling that. Love the pause in the bottom to feel that strength out, good. Think about your rib cage in the press overhead, Chris. Yep, that's it. Maybe do one more just to nail it in. Get an extra rep there. Good, do you feel how much energy that was? Yeah, and the lat on, I love that, good, good observation. Good. Beautiful. Nice. Really beautiful. Quick little reset, reshake before you move to the other side. Doing a great job here. Amazing work. Yeah, shoulders away from the ears. Keep everything facing forward, even though you have a single arm, right? You're going to want to rotate a little bit. So this is great for anti-rotation. So much core work in that. Nice. Good. And then squats will be next, Chris. I think we missed those last time. It's okay if you did. There we go. Nice. Nice, Erica. Yeah, just watch that elbow wants to really drive up. Just think about that part where we were working when we were moving that kettlebell forward. Yeah, that's going to be part of that clean position. Yeah, you got it. You found it. Nice. Good, Chris. Yes, rib cage in. I love that. Good. Beautiful. Good. Nice work. Nice work. Yeah, give yourself exactly what you need on the other side of that. We are still supersetting this with a full-on recovery rest. Even though it is recovery and we're finishing up the workout after, take a moment to upload what you just felt. What did you just learn? What did your cells think about this? What are the sensations and emotions that are arising in your subconscious that are wanting to learn from and take with them, right? It's this chance, this opportunity to upload it, to be who you are. And then you don't have to really think about it. It's just like, oh, right, I'm going to use this. This is like me brushing my teeth because I have fuzzy teeth. I go and brush my teeth. Oh, I have a weight overhead. Oh, right, I activate this muscle. I keep my rib cage in. And if there's any part of you that's not sure about it, there's tension being held about it, go to it. Go to that part of your body and just say, okay, what can I give you? Right? I'm seeing some necks. So maybe there was a bit of jaw clenching. Do you need a little bit of that massaging? Right? This is the part where we're like, okay, you did the thing and I'm proud of you. So we're going to just take this for one last little flow to finish off today. So we're just going to go through an inchworm flow. We're going to do 3 rounds of it. And then that will be it for today. So I invite you the whole time just to be orientating yourself back in space. So just being aware of your surroundings and treating this movement as a complete recovery. So when you're done the third one, you can just do a nice breath, stretch, and carry on. Okay? So go ahead and just forward fold, pushing through the balls of the feet, working through the feet and the hands here. Taking one leg up, you can put your knee down if you choose. Take that elbow, bring it to the floor, reach up. Go ahead, find yourself on the other side. Again, knee can be down, up, reach. And then just bring those hips down. Come on into the cobra. Stretch through those hip flexors. They work so good for you today. Tuck your chin, roll it into a child's pose. Bring your hands nice and close to your knees and forward fold. Walk that in. Take a nice big inhale. right side. Get up on the ball of your feet, bend your knees, feel your feet, get a stretch, your hands, get a stretch. If you want to keep your knees down, do that. And bring one leg up. Remember, we're just looking to complete this stress cycle. This time we're gonna go for a big rainbow reach. Good. I'm adding a little rocking in this. I invite you to bring in any movement within your movement. So I just got called to do this for my body. So I invite you just to join if that feels good for you. Or what does your body need? Other leg, big rainbow reach. Feeling into the back of those hips. Enjoying your stretch. The hamstrings here. Go ahead and put yourself in the cold. You can just rock, looking over shoulder. Maybe a little hip kicks. From here, go ahead, roll it back into child pose. You rock side to side. Letting your body breathe. I invite you to drive your elbows into your knees and open up your chest here. Flip your hands over, put your head on the mat. Put your neck just how it needs to be relaxing. Put your hands to the side like a push up, push yourself up. And we got one more here. Just make it your own. Get really creative on what it is that you need. Just feeling into new spaces, remembering to look around your room as you go and do any of those reach arounds. Maybe do a pet check for smell, just kidding. But noticing your external world, okay? Inviting your external and your internal new landscape just to marry, right? Get to know each other right here in this moment. Push those hips forward. Chest. Getting really playful, fun, and whatever feels right for you here. How and try that before hands in here. Really. Find yourself into a standing position when you're ready. Take your time, kind of feel yourself into the space. Taking one last big inhale. And and again, we're probably all on different energies right now. You may need to close this up early. You may need more time. And I just invite you to be with whatever's true for you. Have the most amazing, magical, awesome day and take this energy with you into the weekend.
Thank you. I feel so amazing.